In this video, I'm going to explain you what are the methods for comparing classifiers. So we have seen in the previous video about rule-based classifier, naive Bayesian classifiers, and the decision tree classifier. So if you take these three classifiers, we have to compare the best classifier out of these three. Other than this, we also have so many classifiers. So in order to determine the best classifier, we need some methods. So in this video, we are going to see those methods which will help us to compare the classifier so that we can make use of the best classifier. Yes. So the first way to determine and the simplest way to determine the best classifier is and it is generic also. The classifier which has most accuracy, that will be considered as the best classifier. So how can we calculate the accuracy? See, if we have the we have formula to calculate the accuracy which we have seen in the previous videos. So with the help of the accuracy value on a particular set, if a model is taken, if a classifier is taken, and for the same model, for the same data, if you are going to apply both the classifiers and if you get the accuracy value, then we can compare the accuracy of the classifier and we can go for the best one which is most accurate, whichever is most accurate. But if you are going to apply one classifier for a set of data and the other classifier for a different set of data which has thousands of transactions, and the other classifier you have only 30 or 40 transactions in which you are applying the other classifier and you are getting some result, and if you are going to use that result for comparing the accuracy of both the classifier, that will not work efficient. Okay, so what are the problems if you take those is we cannot compare it properly since the data set is not same for both the classifier for calculating the accuracy of every class. There are two different classifiers, so always the data should be same to compare the classifier, to compare the accuracy of the classifier. Data set, or it can be called as data set. Yes, we'll move on. There are three methods to calculate or compare the classifiers. The first one is estimating a confidence interval for accuracy. So how can we calculate this confidence interval is, first derive the confidence interval by modeling the classification task as a binomial experiment. Now we have to select the confidence. Now we have to go with the binomial experimentation. So what are the characteristics of binomial experiment is, the experiment consists of n independent trials where each trial has two possible outcomes. It can be success or failure. Okay, so binomial experiment, this is binomial, only two ways is there, two possibilities, either success or failure, either 0 or 1. Okay, the probability of success P in each trial is constant. So every trial the probability of the success is constant. An example of the binomial experiment is counting the number of heads that turns up. Yes, so only the two possibilities are there in tossing the coin. Either it can be head or tail. This is the best example of binomial experiment. So there is a probability. You know that whenever we are putting tossing the coin, 50% probability is there for head and tail. Okay, 50% for head, the remaining 50% for, out of, there are two possibilities, one is head and tail. So if you are tossing the coin, either it can be head or it can be tail. So 1 by 2 probability of head divided by total number of probabilities, total number of chances. It is nothing but 1 by 2, which is 0.5, which is 50%, right? Yeah, 1 by 2 is 50%. So this is the best example for binomial experimentation. And yes, if x is the number of success observed in n trials, so x is nothing but the number of successes and n is nothing but number of trials here, then the probability that x takes a particular value is given by binomial distribution with a mean np and the variance np into 1 minus p. Yes. So we'll see the formula. That is P of x is equal to V, which is equal to N P power V into 1 minus P of N to the power of N minus V. So the probability, the small p is nothing but 0.5 here, and N is the number of trials, as we said, how many number of trials we are having, and P is the probability, like how many number of times we are going to put, that is probability, as we said already. So with this, if we apply this formula, for example, if the coin is fair, that is P is equal to 0.5, as I said, 50%, and is flipped 50 times, how many times we are going to toss it? So that is number of trials. N is 50 now, the value of N is 50. So we are replacing the value 50 in the place of N, since the number of trial is 50 here. And the P is nothing but, and the probability that head shows up 20 times is, so 20 times, because the x value is given, that is 20. So 0.5 power 20 into 1 minus 0.5. What is the 0.5? This is probability P, 0.5. What is the probability of success or the failure? That is head or tail is 50%, so 0.5. Then into 1 minus 0.5 whole power 30. So it is nothing but 50 minus 20. It is nothing but 50 minus 20. The value is 50, N value is 50 and the V value is 20. So 50 minus 20 is equal to 30, which is equal to 0.0419. So if the experiment is repeated many times, then the average number of heads expected to show up is 50 into 0.5, which is equal to 25. And here we are calculating the variance with the formula NP into 1 minus P. So 0.50 into 0.5 into 0.5 is equal to 12.5. So this is the value of the variance. So we can calculate we can compare the classifier with the help of the confidence value which we are going to obtain. So how we can calculate the confidence value in this is, see, given a test set that contains n records. So we have been given with the n records, where x be the number of records correctly predicted by the model. So how many number of records was correctly predicted is x, and p be the true accuracy of the model. And what is the accuracy value? It is p. So by modeling the prediction task as binomial experiment, x has binomial distribution with the mean np and the variance. This is what we saw in the previous slide. And it can be showed that the empirical accuracy is equal to x by n, and the binomial distribution can be used to estimate the confidence interval. So what we are going to do? So we are going to estimate the confidence interval using the binomial distribution now. That is why we learnt about binomial distribution in the previous slide. So based on the normal distribution, the following confidence interval for accuracy can be derived. So how can we calculate the confidence interval for the accuracy is using the formula called P into minus Z alpha divided by 2 should be less than or equal to accuracy minus P by square root of P into 1 minus P by N, which should be less than or equal to Z into 1 minus alpha by 2, which is equal to 1 minus alpha. So what is this Z alpha by 2 and Z 1 minus alpha by 2? They are the lower and the upper bounds which has been obtained from the standard normal distribution, the confidence level 1 minus alpha. So with this formula we can calculate the confidence interval with which we can compare the classifier. This is the first method, and this is the standard. Another formula is given. This is a standard normal distribution formula. Rearranging the inequality leads to the following confidence interval for the P. So that just they are rearranging and they are getting this formula. That's it. The next method to compare the classifiers are comparing the performance of the two models. So we have been given the two classifier models. So how can we compare these two models? It can be evaluated on two independent data sets, that is D1 and the D2. We have two different data sets called D1 and D2. We are going to apply our classifier models, that is model 1 and model 2. Let N1 denote the number of records in D1. So if you take D1, D1 consists of N records. We can assume that it is 10. 10 is N1. 10 number of records are there in D1. And in the D2 we have N2, that is 30. 30, we'll assume that N2 is 30. So in D2 we have 30 number of records. Suppose we are calculating the error rate for M1 on D1 and the error rate for M2 on D2. For both the classifiers we are calculating the error rate. Okay. Then what our goal is to test whether the observed difference between E1 and E2 is statistically significant. If the difference between the error rate is more, assuming that N1 and N2 are sufficiently large, if it is more, what we have to do is we can approximate it using normal distribution. So, and we can also calculate the variance of D. So with the formula, this is the formula for calculating the variance. And finally, at the 1 minus alpha percentage confidence level, again we are calculating here the confidence level using the formula dt. D is D and small letter t should come. D plus or minus z alpha by 2 into variance into D. So this is the formula to calculate the confidence percentage using the second method. Okay. So what is D here? D is nothing but the difference between the error rates of the two models. And the sigma is the variance. So with this formula we can calculate the confidence percentage. Yes, we'll move on to the next slide. Yes, the third method to compare the classifier is comparing the performance of two classifiers. How to compare the performance of the two classifiers is using the k-fold cross-validation approach. It has some steps. The steps are: take the dataset D and divide it into equal sized partitions. Then whatever classifier you are having, you want to compare, you have to construct a model from the k-1 of partitions and test it. So construct a model, and with the k-1 partitions we have to apply the test. Then we have to apply it on the remaining partitions. So this should be repeated k times, each time using different partition as a test set. Okay, every time you have to use different partition to apply this model. Okay, so let Mij denote the model induced by the classification technique Li during the jth iteration. So every pair of each pair of models M1J. M1J is a model and M2J is another model. J is nothing but the iteration, first iteration, second iteration, because we had k iterations, right? So number of J indicates the iteration. Okay, are tested on the same partition J. So I have to take a partition J and I should apply both the classifier model on the same partition, and I have to calculate the error rate. Then I have to calculate the difference between the error rate, which is nothing but dj. If the difference is large, then what we have to do, as we have done in the previous method, we have to calculate the variance. Then we need to use as t distribution to compute now we have to calculate the confidence interval. The formula for the confidence interval is this, and with this we can come to know whichever is having highest confidence level, that classifier will be considered as the best classifier. So we have found three methods to compare the classifier. The first one is confidence level using binomial experimentation by calculating the interval for the accuracy, confidence interval for the accuracy. And the second one is we have compared the performance of the two models. Then the third one is we have compared the performance of the two classifiers. So using the k-fold cross validation approach. So these are the three methods to compare the classifiers. Hope you have understood. Thank you.